Here's something worth noticing about yourself. When your life gets loud and full, packed with everyone's opinions, endless input, 100 voices telling you what to do and who to be, do you actually know your own direction anymore? Or does it get drowned out? Because there's a quiet voice in you that knows which way is yours. It's not loud. It rarely shouts. And it's the first thing to disappear when life gets noisy. Tonight, the sky turns toward exactly that voice. The moon is still near her last quarter, August 6th, 2026, about 44% lit now, emptying steadily toward the dark. And the sun moves into a whole new theme, Gate 7, the gate of the self, of direction, of finding the way forward. After a full week of retreat and release, the sky asks a new question, not what have you learned, but which way are you actually meant to go? And its first line is the most personal one of all. Before you can guide anyone else, you have to get quiet enough to know your own direction. This is your moon letter for leading yourself first. Let's open it. Look up tonight, and she's slimming steadily, about 44% lit now, well past her last quarter, emptying toward the dark with a little less light each night. And here's what she's doing that matters for tonight. She's getting quiet. As she wanes, the moon grows dimmer, softer, less commanding of the night sky, and in that dimming, something interesting happens. The stars come back. The quieter the moon, the more you can see everything else the bright moon had washed out. Her emptying makes room. That's the perfect image for tonight, because tonight is about the direction that only comes when things get quiet. When your inner sky is bright and loud and full, you can't see your own stars. Your own subtle sense of which way to go gets washed out by all the noise. But as things empty and quiet down, your own true north becomes visible again. The moon models it exactly. Sometimes you have to let the loud light dim before you can see the quiet points that were always there to steer by. Her waning isn't a loss of guidance. It's the return of the fainter, truer lights you navigate by. The energy tonight is warmth that leads by being, not by pushing, Leo's natural authority in its quietest, most grounded form. Leo is a leader by nature. The lion doesn't have to announce it's the lion. And after a whole cycle of being seen, reflecting, giving, and releasing, Leo arrives at a mature kind of leadership tonight, one that starts at home, with the self. Because the loudest kind of leadership, the kind that pushes and performs and needs to be in charge, isn't the real thing. The real thing is quieter. A person so clear in their own direction that others naturally feel it and trust it. Leadership that comes from being, not from forcing. And it always begins with leading yourself, knowing your own way well enough that you don't need anyone else to confirm it. That's the warmth tonight invites, not the heat of taking charge of others, but the steady inner warmth of a person who knows where they're going, who leads their own life first, gently and clearly, and lets that quiet self-direction be the thing others can feel. So bring your Leo heart home tonight. Before it warms or guides anyone else, let it get clear and steady about its own direction. In human design, the sun moves tonight into Gate 7, a whole new gate and a whole new theme after a week inside the retreat. Gate 7 is the gate of the role of the self, direction, leadership, the way forward. It's the part of us concerned with where we're going and how we help guide the path, not through force, but through a natural, felt authority. And tonight is the first line, which are associated with authority itself, the most fundamental form of leadership. But here's the subtle thing about the first line of the gate of direction. Leadership in human design isn't about controlling others. Gate 7 leads by influence, by example, by being trusted, never by force. And the first line, the foundation of the whole gate, is the most personal. It's about the authority you have over your own life. Before this gate can offer any direction to the world, it has to be rooted in a self that knows its own way. You can't guide a path you can't feel for yourself. This is the quiet order underneath all real leadership. First, lead yourself. First, Get clear enough about your own direction that you could stand in it without anyone's permission. The shadow of this line is rigidity, clutching at authority, forcing a direction, needing to be right or in charge. But its gift is a calm, natural, grounded self-authority, knowing your own true north so clearly and so unforcefully that it simply becomes something others can feel and trust. So Gate 7, first line, opens a new arc tonight, and it opens it exactly where all real direction begins, at home, in you, with the quiet authority to lead your own life first. So let's understand why real direction comes from the quiet, not the noise. Why the way forward tends to reveal itself only when things get still. The first reason is almost physical. A loud life drowns out the small voice that knows the way. Inside you there's a quiet knowing, call it intuition, inner compass, gut sense that has a genuine feel for which way is yours. But it's a quiet voice. And when your life is loud, packed with input, opinions, notifications, obligations, other people's certainties about what you should do, that quiet voice simply can't be heard over the noise. It doesn't go away, it just gets buried. Most of the time we don't lack direction. We just can't hear the direction we already have under all the volume. The second reason follows from that. Your true direction whispers. It rarely shouts. We often wait for our path to announce itself loudly, a thunderbolt of certainty, an unmistakable sign, a booming voice telling us exactly what to do. But that's not usually how inner direction works. It tends to whisper. It's a subtle pull, a quiet yes, a soft sense of rightness that's easy to miss if you're not listening closely. The loud, urgent, dramatic pulls are more often fear or pressure or other people's agendas. The true one is quieter than all of them, which is exactly why you have to get quiet to hear it. The third reason is why tonight is so well timed. The emptying moon is exactly when the compass resets. There's a reason the waning phase, the emptying toward the dark, is the traditional time for release and inner clarity. As things empty out, as the old cycle's busyness winds down and the noise dies away, there's suddenly room to hear yourself again. The emptying isn't a void to fear. It's the very spaciousness in which your own direction becomes audible. This is the part of the month designed for exactly this, letting things get quiet enough that your compass can reset and point true again. And the fourth reason is the honest heart of it. You can't hear your own north over everyone else's noise. So much of our confusion about direction isn't really our confusion. It's the residue of everyone else's voices. What your family expects, what the culture rewards, what your peers are doing, what the loudest advice says you should want. Layered on top of each other, all those external norths make it genuinely hard to feel your own. And the only way through is to get quiet enough that the external voices fade and your own can surface. Your true north is in there, but you'll only feel it once the noise, outer and inner, dies down enough to let it speak. So, if direction comes from the quiet, the practical question is, once you're quiet, how do you actually find your own true north? Here are 4 honest ways to feel for it. First, notice what still feels true when the noise dies down. When you get genuinely quiet, away from the opinions, the pressure, the endless input, pay attention to what remains. What still feels true, still pulls at you, still matters, when nobody's watching and nothing's pushing. That residue, the thing that's still there in the silence, is usually far closer to your real direction than anything the noise was telling you. Your true north is what survives the quiet. Second, follow the quiet yes, not the loud should. Learn to tell the difference between these 2 very different feelings. The loud should is heavy, pressured, driven by obligation or fear or others' expectations. I have to, I'm supposed to, I'd better. The quiet yes is lighter, a soft pull, a sense of rightness, an inner leaning toward. Direction that's actually yours tends to come with that quiet yes, even when it's scary. Direction that's not yours tends to come with the loud should. Follow the yes, question the should. Third, and this is a beautiful clue, your natural authority is what you don't have to force. Notice where in your life you feel a calm, grounded sureness that doesn't require effort to defend, where you just quietly know without needing to argue or prove it. That effortless knowing is a signpost. The things you have to force, push, and constantly justify are often not your true direction. The things you simply, quietly know are far more likely to be. Your real authority feels natural, not strained. And fourth, the one that reframes what direction even is. Direction is a felt pull forward, not a pressured push. We often imagine finding our direction as figuring out the pressure we should put on ourselves, the goal we must drive toward, the plan we must force. But true direction feels more like being drawn than being driven. It's a pull from ahead, not a push from behind. A gentle, magnetic sense of this way, rather than a harsh you must. If your sense of direction feels like pressure and self-coercion, it might be someone else's north. If it feels like a quiet, almost magnetic pull towards something that's yours, even a small one, you're probably close to true. So, how do you actually lead yourself first tonight? In a simple, real way? 3 quiet moves. First, get quiet enough to hear your own next step. You don't need to figure out your entire life tonight. You just need enough quiet to hear the very next step. So make a little silence. Turn down the input. Step away from the noise. Let your mind settle. And into that quiet, ask a small, honest question. What's my actual next step here? Not the whole staircase, just the next stair. The quiet usually knows the next step even when the whole path is unclear. Listen for it. Second, choose one direction and give yourself gentle permission. Once you feel even a faint sense of which way is yours, a quiet yes, a soft pull, choose it. Not forever, not perfectly, just for now. And then do the thing we so rarely do. Give yourself permission to follow it, without needing anyone else to approve or confirm it first. So much of our stuckness is waiting for external permission to trust our own direction. Tonight, be your own authority. Quietly grant yourself the permission you've been waiting for someone else to give. Third, lead by being it, not by announcing it. You don't have to declare your new direction, defend it, or convince anyone. Real self-leadership is quiet. You just start living it. Take the small step, make the quiet choice, embody the direction rather than broadcasting it. Let your life, not your announcements, express where you're going. And here's the gift hidden in all of it. When you lead yourself first, when you get quiet, find your own north, and start walking it without needing permission, something steadies in you. You stop being buffeted by every loud voice and pressured should. You become a person with a center, a direction, a quiet authority over your own life. And that steadiness isn't just good for you, it's the very thing that, later, others come to trust. But it always starts here, at home, with you leading yourself first. Here is your ritual for leading yourself first, a quiet practice in finding your own direction as the cycle empties out. When the evening settles, step outside and find her. The moon near her last quarter, about 44% lit, emptying toward the dark, growing quiet enough that the fainter stars can return around her. Let her dimming remind you that when the loud light softens, the truer lights you steer by come back into view. Then, standing in that quiet, let your own noise settle too. Take a few slow breaths and let the opinions, the pressure, the endless input fade back like the moon's fading glow. And when it's quiet enough inside, ask your stillness one simple, honest question. Which way is actually mine? Not what should I do? Which way is genuinely mine? Then just listen. Don't force an answer. Wait for the quiet yes, the soft pull, the faint true north feeling that surfaces when the noise dies down. It might be small. It might be about one specific thing. Whatever it is, name it. This is my direction, at least for now. And then claim it. Give yourself the permission you've been waiting for and become your own quiet authority on your own life. Finally, take one small step toward it. Not the whole journey, just one real, doable step you can take tomorrow. Choose it and let the rest wait. And as you turn back inside, carry that steadiness with you. The calm of a person who has gotten quiet enough to hear their own compass and brave enough to follow it. You don't need the whole map tonight. You just need to know which way is yours and to take the first step, leading yourself first. So, let this be the letter you keep from tonight as a new arc begins. Before you can lead anyone else, you get quiet enough to lead yourself. The waning moon dims until the fainter stars return, and your own true north works the same way. It becomes visible only when the noise dies down. A loud life drowns out the small voice that knows your way. Your real direction whispers, it rarely shouts, and you can't hear your own north over everyone else's. But the emptying moon is exactly when the compass resets. So get quiet. Notice what still feels true when the noise fades. Follow the quiet yes, not the loud should. Trust the direction that feels like a gentle pull forward rather than a pressured push. And know that your real authority is the thing you don't have to force. Then choose your next step. Give yourself the permission you've been waiting for, and lead by simply, quietly living it. You don't need the whole map, and you don't need anyone's approval. You just need to get still enough to feel which way is yours, and steady enough to walk it. Lead yourself first, and the rest follows. Thank you for leading yourself first tonight, and for trusting the quiet compass under all the noise. A new letter from the sky arrives every single day, and the moon is emptying now toward the dark. Soon a new moon, a blank page, a fresh place to point your direction and begin. Until then, keep it quiet enough to hear your own north. Take your next small step and walk gently.